We are live. Okay, so we are all live now. Thank you for joining us today. We have a special, different Happy Smoothie Hour. It's still Ndeye, and I have today Luciana and Alexandra, you already know. And we have a special guest today. It's Annette, and she's going to introduce herself. Oh, that's my butter.
Oh, I've got my smoothie. Hello.
Yeah, I know that. Welcome, Annette. Since you are a special guest, you'll go first.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, my name's Annette, and I met Ndeye on a writing website, and she very kindly. I do poetry, and I write narrative as well, short stories, and maybe one day a novel. But I met Ndeye on a writing website, and she asked me to. I talked about my poetry, and that was such good fun. She invited me on here because she knows I like smoothies, and I want to learn more.
Yeah. And what's in your smoothie today?
I didn't have any bananas. I was so annoyed. I didn't have any bananas, but I had my almond milk. I had some rhubarb. I had some blueberries, and I had some mango, which is absolutely my favorite. So I was pretty good to go, and it tastes pretty nice, actually.
Looks purple to me.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Okay, so Alexandra, you go second. Doesn't look like a smoothie. It looks like more like a feast.
Oh, well, we have to be different, right?
What's that?
So today I have my strawberry fizz.
Okay, so you are out. We'll see. What's your smoothie today?
Strawberry on top.
I am I'm trying to get a sour smoothies.
Since yesterday, I remember.
It was a total disaster because it's become sweet. And today I tried again, but I don't have anything sour. My kiwi is sweet, apparently, because it's like overripe. And I was thinking, how about a strawberry, because it's gonna be a little bit soury. So I did with strawberry. I can taste a little bit of sour, but not too much. But at least I am not as bad as yesterday. It was totally sweet. So I am back to my beloved strawberry. Oh. I don't. It happened to me. So I have my strawberry smoothies, and I do put the oat milk. Oh, that make it thicker, and I like almond milk, just like Annette did. So I have a little bit of soury protein shake today, strawberry base, and I always put the vanilla protein as a protein base, but I put 1 scoop instead of 2. Okay. And I put another scoop. I have never done before for our live. I put that just a pure protein powder, which is plant-based. It has to be plant-based.
Yeah, we are on the plant-based page.
It's plant-based. It's not whey and it's not soy. It's made of brown rice, cranberry, and pea protein from yellow and the green peas. Oh my God. It's so much better. It tastes a little bit soury and not sweet at all. It's amazing. The protein powder, the second scoop that I put, made the whole difference. And you know what? Now I'm gonna do that because it tastes really so much better. It's not, when you put a lot of fruits, it's either too sweet or too soury. And making it with the protein powder really make a huge difference. So cheers, my 50% of our smoothies. And it's so good.
Mine today is pretty simple. I did not like the kiwi yesterday, so I just removed the kiwi from my mix yesterday. So I had my pineapple. I have my strawberries and the chocolates. So the kiwi was the one that gave it a little bit of sourness. So today is just perfectly sweet, and it tastes really good. And I had my my pink thread because I love pink.
I don't have any. I have my green straw that I have been using. I recycle them. It has been, I don't know how many months. I keep cleaning it inside. So that is it.
And ladies, I had red and white, so purity and love. All for you.
Ndeye, do you buy those at the florist or?
No, that's a long story. It's going to be another live where I will explain why I'm receiving every day new flowers and everything. That's a long story. That's more like a romance story and more romance life.
Someone cares for you. That's
Somebody cares for me. Yeah.
beautiful. Wow, lucky
Thank
girl.
you. So we're gonna have Lizelle is also our special guest. So Ali, I'm gonna have you out for a few minutes and I'll get you back. So welcome, Lizelle. I think you could hear me now. Lizelle?
Lizelle? Can you hear?
I don't think she could hear me. 1 second, I have to do this and show in screen. Hello, Lizelle. She's live in 1 second. Welcome, Lizelle.
Hello, Lizelle.
Good. I was wondering what.
Where to come? Welcome, Lizelle. We just had
crazy.
our round
I was
two.
like wondering, okay, where is the link? Sorry.
So we just had the tour. Everybody said about the smoothie. Do you have your smoothie? Lizelle, could you hear me?
Just trying to set up this thing.
Oh, technical issues.
I know the feeling. It's right.
Could you hear us, Lizelle?
Hello, Lizelle. Can you hear us?
You hearing me?
Yes.
Okay.
So welcome. We just had a tour. If you could introduce yourself and tell us about your smoothie.
I'm just trying to.
Or in that case, we have Annette. Maybe
Sorry, 1 second.
1 second. Okay. So we let her deal with the technical issues. You go first. What do you have for us today? Has a poetry and all those sound effects. I crazy like it. I love it.
Well, I brought one because you said you talked a little bit about your name.
Yes.
Your name, Ndeye, and maybe you could say a little bit about your name. I don't want to speak about your name.
Okay. So my name means mother, not mom, but mother. And my middle name, make it more clear, it's Mother Eve.
Ndeye, I'll come in shortly.
Okay.
Okay, so because I knew your name was Mother,
I'll come back on shortly.
Okay.
Because I knew your name was Mother, I definitely wanted to get a poem about Mother. I didn't have one to my hand the last time we met, but I do have one now. It's a very short one, but it was in honor of your name.
Thank you so much.
I got that out for you. So let me do that for you. My mother is soft and hard. She's sweet, like hard candy. But she is not pink.
That's amazing.
That's the
Thank you so much. And I love pink.
That is so nice.
So nice. Thank you so much, Annette. And I like the fact that you point out the name, because many people are talking always about the fact that they don't know how to pronounce my name, but they never ask about the meaning. And thank you for asking, and thank you for pointing it out. I had a live about it when people were asking a lot, and it's somewhere in YouTube. I don't know where's the link. It's been a while. And thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Wow.
But I would love another one, a longer one. And the one with the eyes, I love that one, the -20.
20. I can do that one. Okay, I did go out. We had a wonderful formation. It was some blue ice that was down here, quite close to me. About, maybe if you were to walk for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour to walk, but to drive, maybe 5-10 minute drive away from here. And it was actually on a near a runway, a bit of a, but anyway, the ice was there, and it was blue ice. And my book had just come out. So I just launched my book. So I was taking my book everywhere with me. And so I had the book, and the ice was there, and it was cold. It was -20. But my husband said, I said to my husband, I wouldn't mind. It's so inspiring here, that blue coloured ice. So I did a spontaneous kind of poem, and my husband filmed it. And the poem went like this. Because the blue ice was on one side and the white ice, the usual ice that we're used to, was on the other side. And the ice made big kind of projections and shapes. So I said, this is the blue ice and this is the white ice. Twice as nice. I never put more to it, but that's the bits I remember.
And you should see the video. I'm going to add the link below. It's crazy how cold it was. And she was holding her book and she was reading poetry in the cold. I'm like, even if I want to read, I don't think I would have enough nerves to do it. And it's just amazing. And guess what? I had a situation like that when it was really cold, where we had the sea smoke. And I remember how cold it was and how challenging it was. So I could relate. So cheers to that.
Cheers
to that.
That is so awesome, Annette.
And what's your name? And your name? I mean, I've watched you a few times with the smoothies.
Me? Okay. Just like a lot of people have difficulties pronouncing my name because it's unusual. So, yeah. My name pronounced at Rusiana. You can try. Like, don't worry if we make it wrong. Don't worry. Yeah, Rusiana. So the ooh is not you. And for French people, they can pronounce it also a little bit different. But how to pronounce my name is Rusiana.
Rusiana.
Yeah, it's an Indonesian name. Apparently, I asked my mother what is the meaning. I wish the meaning is also mother, but it is not. It's a long, funny story. I'm supposed to be named after my grandmother, and her name is Lucia, Lucia, just like Santa Lucia. Yes, but apparently the day I was born, it was somebody somebody, I don't know who that body is, went to register my birth certificate and somehow turned out to be Rusiana. I was like my mom said it wants to be Luciana with Lucia, like my grandmother's name with an A at the back. So it become Rusiana. So that's my name. It's a little bit of I don't know. Like I said, Mom, but do you like your name? I said, yes, I like my name. It's like Russian because sometimes people think I'm Russian.
Yeah, looks like it.
It's exactly. So I have Russian friend, and believe me, they love me because of my name first. Like you're Russian by name, so
okay.
You are with us.
We're gonna welcome Lisel. She's back. Lisel, could you hear us?
Hi, Lisel, you're back.
Oh, Lisel. Hello.
We just talked about name.
So we're gonna let you introduce yourself and tell us about your smoothie.
Actually, I didn't do a smoothie, but
how dare you! It's a smoothie hour.
Sorry about
You're gonna give us a poetry about smoothie then.
Well, my daughter normally makes the smoothie. She makes a very nice smoothie. It's with blueberries, a blueberry smoothie.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, she makes a blueberry smoothie. It's very nice.
No, the fine is you give us a poetry right away about the smoothie. That's the fine.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Ndeye. Oh, wow. Smoothie. I love my smoothie. Smoothie so smooth it comes to me. Smoothie. I love my smoothie. Drink me up, please. Please.
Do you want to
easy,
spontaneous right there? I can see your brain working. I can see the wheel turning and produce sparks and fire.
Yeah, it's quick. You have to think of the words.
You think that without smoothie, when you do it with smoothie, it's even better.
For us, it's easier. We show up with our smoothie. We can't have to go with the poetry. Cheers.
I'll get mine today. I'll do mine later on. My daughter will pick me up.
That's amazing. So tell us a little bit about you, because Annette had the chance You introduced yourself earlier.
My name is Lisel Powder. I'm an author. I'm a poet. I'm a writer. I came to the United States in 2014 with my daughters and my then husband at the time. I went through emotional struggles and I came out with my book, Still Overcoming.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And it deals with all the trials that I've been through. I wrote it in poetry, and it's been a good journey, getting out of verbal and mental abuse. So you're speaking out now, you're more refreshed, you can encourage someone. So that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm about.
Yeah, and you have her interview where she explained all the details. Oh, we lost Rosie. I'm going to get Alexandra while you wait for Rosie. Alexandra, you're going to be on. Yeah, you're back. So I know it's not easy, and thank you for sharing, Lisel. And also, if you're interested into Lisel's story, we have the interview where you could learn more about her story and her book. Annette also had a book about poetry, and I love the fact that she's using a lot of where she used a lot of music, and I think, Lisel, you missed it. She's going to probably play for us again.
Okay.
But for now, we have you because she's gone. We need another poetry from the book this time.
Yeah, no problem.
Where's my book? Where's my book?
Yes. So Lisa's going to say a poetry and we get back to you, Annette, in a second.
Okay. All right, my first poetry is Silent Words. It's basically dealing with depression, which some of the things I went through, Here goes. Silent words. She takes her time to reason within. Her sorrows never end. The linger stare her eyes cast down, like pity for words to send. A slow walk pace to try so hard. The journey seems so long. Step by step, her feet move on like notes of a song. Tears that hides inside her soul, a cry for help not heard. The doors are closed and silent still, not a pin drop, not even a word. Depression strikes, the word is out. Get help, any help, please. She still will not respond at all to save her soul at ease. The crippling side effects a dangerous sorrows, sinking inside within. I reached out today, it could be me. My friend, I feel your pain.
Nice. It's for you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
It's not easy to talk about depression, and you did it really well. Thank you so much. And we get back to Annette. So, Annette, you were showing us your book.
Oh, you mentioned it, and I thought I didn't even bring it. Okay. There it is. It's called Spectrum. Yes, it's my first poetry book of poetry. Yeah, and it was published. It was launched last month. So basically in May. Now in June, yeah, it was exciting. It's the first book, so I know what Lisel has a little bit about that journey. Exciting, and as a result of doing that, I went onto some websites, some Facebook pages to do with authors, and that's when I met Ndeye. I think she came there. That's how I met.
So now we want one of your poetry from the book with the sound effect, a longer one. So we enjoy our smoothie.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do one. I think I don't want to bring down the mood at all, but yes, I went to a George Floyd event.
Yes.
And when you first spoke to me, Ndeye, I think the news was just coming out about him. It was just coming out, just on the edge of my my consciousness. So I did that. I saw it go. I saw it go. I saw it go. Because I use a lot of patois in my poetry. Because I hadn't even really heard fully the information. But anyway, I went to an event yesterday, and so that's what this is to do with. I just want to get that done, and because I think it's important, as I know we all do. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I think it's a conversation that has to be that has to happen. We have to have that conversation and move forward. So I'm glad you bring that subject today. And I knew you would, because I saw you with the manifestation where you were, and your I don't remember what was written on it. It was hashtag Black Lives Matters, and I remember you added something else. I don't remember what was on your sign, and I like the fact that you brought it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I will do that then. Minneapolis, that great city. I have visited its streets. I have visited its theaters. I have visited its great shopping malls. Forever changed, forever stained with the blood of a black man. A man named George Floyd, killed when an unforgiving knee pressed hard into his neck. The minutes tick by, and there is no relief for George Floyd. No let up of the pressure on his neck until he loses consciousness, until he loses the ability to breathe, until he dies. This is Minneapolis on Monday, the 25th of May, 2020, Memorial Day in the USA.
Thank you so much. I know it kind of bring the... Lisa, do you have something to say?
No, very nice.
About George Floyd.
I love the introduction with the music and the
the groove.
Real African.
Good job, Annette. Rusia?
It's beautiful, and you're so brave. I will never understand the pain. Like, we all want to say that end racism, whatever it is, it can be colors, it can be ethnicity, it can be religion. There's so many exists in the world. So it is very brave of you, like, to voice out, to stand. I do post something. I do have my I, like, as an Asian, I do feel that, like, living in Canada, because I'm Indonesian. This is not where I was born, but I love where I live right now, and I love everybody, regardless shape, colors, whatever in the past. So because we are all human, and I do appreciate you stepping out and putting your voice out, and I think everybody should do the same, regardless of who you are, what you do, and in what kind of form. It can be Facebook Live, it can be poetry, it can be music. So thank you so much for doing that.
Okay, thank you very much.
So I'm going to have Rusi, I had you 1 minute, and get Alexandra. Alexandra, what do you think about it?
I think it's a powerful message. It's really about being united and getting into more of an inclusive world. I've always been into the inclusive, embrace diversity mindset, and I will always be. As Luciana said, like, it really, for me, doesn't matter from which country, what race, what religion you are. It's really about the human connection with people. So I think really that all life matters, and it's about accepting each other. Um, that that is my thought, and I hope this world will be better. Um, and stepping out with the message of a powerful message like this, it really says a lot about people. And I think a lot of people are voicing more and more. And I really hope this unfortunate event that will bring a bigger change towards inclusivity and loving diversity in the world.
That's why I bought these white flowers, because I knew Annette would bring that topic.
Oh.
So, Liesel, your turn for poetry.
From my book?
Yeah, something to cheer up.
Yeah. This other one,
And then we're going to have Rosie about the situation you face, Liesel. You're going to have a little talk with Rosiana about the situation with, like, you're going to share a little bit about your life.
Yeah.
And I'll have Rosiana back in a few minutes after your poetry.
Okay. All right. This one, I call this one diversity. All right. Such diverse mixtures of colors, all race in togetherness. No hate, no debate of each other culture. We speak love and care, but what do we do? Our fists, mouth, and hand as weapons we use. Protests, debate, meetings, all wanting peace. It starts with me and you. Placards flooding the streets. Love, 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 we meet. I extend my hands to you. Come on, nice to meet. Let's start something new. My color does not matter. Our blood through our veins. Human nature, love arms. Togetherness as one and not in pain.
I love
beautiful. Thank you so much. So I'm going to have Rosie back. And Liesel, could you just, like, for the ladies maybe watching us having situation, if you could briefly, not in depth because you don't want to give away everything, tell us a little bit about what you've been through. Like when you just arrived the US and you came from Trinidad, what happened?
Okay.
Yeah.
First to begin, when I went to the embassy and everything came through, the lady handed me a booklet about domestic violence and abuse. And I said, why is she handing me this? This is not going to happen to me. That was the first thing I said. And when I saw what was taking place when I came to America, and like I said, my husband he's not all bad. He's a nice person, nice man, but just, I guess, maybe with the issues of PTSD and all those different issues that he had, the verbal and the mental abuse was severe. I couldn't endure it. It started not too long after we came, and I didn't know how to get out. There were good moments, there were bad moments, but the bad outweighed the good. And I had to make a decision to get out. I had to make a decision for me and my two daughters to be safe. And everything was an issue. There was no togetherness, where conversation, where communication. It was my way or the highway. I didn't have a voice. And I said, no, I felt like if I stayed in that mental torment and verbal abuse, I felt I might die. So I had to get out. And that's when I made that step. My coworker said, hey, I'll take you in. And that was like a godsend. And I just grabbed at it, packed my stuff, and I left.
Wow.
Never turning back.
She was a good friend.
Yeah.
Good friend. Good person.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Oceana, anything to say? Like somebody watching, leaving the same situation? Something to cheer up?
Well, Lisa, you are a warrior. That I can say. I can relate whatever you just said, but no, it's not the same. Everybody's problem, like, no, it's not. It's never equal, never the same.
yeah.
We all have problem, but none of the problem are the same. So I will not say, oh, I understand fully. It will never. I will never understand fully, but I
Yeah.
can relate. And I want to give a big shout out to you because you are here today with us. It
Yeah.
meant you overcome those situations on your own. You have an amazing friend who took you in, but it was your decision to reach out and to take the help. A lot of us women, we do not want to take the help. We endure it. We endure it because we are born like that. We are the endurers of the world. We give life. We like, okay, I can take this. But at the brink moment, and you're gonna die, either die internally or literally, because it can happen. And you made the choice to reach out, to walk out, and that means that you are really a survivor, a warrior, as you're stronger than you think you are. Because there's, as we are speaking right now, I believe there are women who choose, who they wish not to be in that situation, but yet they're not doing anything yet, not because, like, some, yes, they don't have the resources, but no matter what, we choose, we responsible. I took full responsibility of every action I did, either bad or good. So we need to choose, like, whatever it is, you choose to stay that long because you still have hope, right? And then it's our choices. And then to make the different choice is powerful. And I want to give shout out to, and look at you now, like,
yeah. And we have a book now, a poetry, and we could enjoy, and we have this happy smoothie hour, which is cheers up.
So I
cheers.
cheer you on that. Woo-hoo. And your two daughters, I know they are the reason, Molly, and I'm sure they love, they appreciate, and you will see two superwomen coming out because of that decision. So cheers to that.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers to that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Wow.
And then do you want to say something? Or if you have a poetry related to it?
Yes, you're just an amazing woman, and a beautiful woman, and amazing and strong. And I'm hearing what you're saying, Luciana, in that, the strength to say, I can't do this, I'm not doing this, I'm not putting up and leaving. It takes immense strength.
Yeah.
And we are all women here. We understand those dynamics with men and women. And I'm sorry to hear about the PTSD. And it is a terrible thing, terrible, terrible thing. But the suffering that it engendered within you and children and so on, But I totally admire you, and also referring back to the first poem on anxiety and depression. Wow.
Yeah. With all that happened, my youngest, it was so stressful. She ended up getting pregnant too in the ordeal, and it was one thing after the next. I was like, oh my gosh, we just come out of this, now this. And it's like, I said, but I had to be strong. It wasn't easy to a 19-year-old pregnant. Well, I wrote a book on it called Teenage Mom. Hopefully it should be out soon. Yeah, it's, and well, today my granddaughter is 2.5, almost 2.5 years old, and she's such a joy.
A joy.
Yeah. Boy, she keep me busy.
It's so good.
But
Wow.
during the time of her getting pregnant, we were just trying to get ourselves together. We just left our, the house where we knew, the house that we knew as a family. We just left and we stayed by my co-worker for a while, and then we were bouncing all over the place. After a while, we left her. I took my salary. I was telling Nadia that every salary that I got, I paid for a hotel, paid for a motel, paid for somewhere for us to rest our head, and it went on for months until August the 3rd, 2017. That's when I moved into my apartment.
Wow.
But it wasn't easy. It was like paycheck to paycheck. When the week finished, I even got help from my uncle twice, and he couldn't help me, and I was like all alone. But I said, God, I said, you gotta help me. A lot of prayers, a lot of people go, and
Wow.
I could have given up. We could have been dead outside. Anything could have happened to us. It's just a mother and two children, two girls, and after we settled in, bam, the news, my daughter is pregnant. So it was like
Alexandra, do you want to say something?
It was something.
Alexandra, do you want to join us? Say something? Okay. Rusiana, I'm going to hide you just to get Alexandra join us. 1 second.
Okay.
Here you go, Alexandra.
I think it's a very interesting discussion, and it's something that I also could relate in certain parts. It's a very sensitive topic and hard to talk about it, I think, especially for us women. It's always you want to keep it for yourself, or you want to kind of say it's okay. I can handle this. I can go over it, and sometimes you just need to take it out. And I had a powerful moment actually this week when, with a friend, I just said everything I had in my mind that happened some while ago, like years ago, and it felt so good to just say it and just take it all out. And that really, really can help, because even though you think it was you overcome it, came it, deep in your heart it's still there, but you don't realize it because time passes and life goes on. But you wanna heal yourself from that past, from those energies, and this is something that I'm actually doing in this moment, to really let go of the past and take all the negativity and the past experiences that happened in my life. And it feels so good to really talk with people that you trust, um, and share your experience, and realize that actually you're not alone, and there's a lot of people that can support you and understand you. So that would be something that I wanted to share.
Thank you, Alexandra. So, Lisa, do you have a poetry that's related to that period you would like to share with us?
Regarding the verbal abuse and stuff?
Yes, what you just mentioned, the fact that you were moving and you left your husband and you were moving from your friend's house to motel and hostel.
Well, actually,
or something about the smoothie. We will take it.
All right. I just basically, what I wrote about is basically like me, the pain that I suffered, during the times that I was there. I reflected on the pain suffered and the agony of, the cries in my heart, the cries inside, and wanting to get out, And so I have this one here. Let me see. It's called No. That's not. It's called Turning Back. Read this one. I saw myself running down the narrow path, a race to be won. Looking forward, no turning back, the scars and burns of never-ending toils. Fingers ache and nails broken with sores and boils. I must achieve and accomplish and multitask. The road ahead is like fire, burning inside me fast, grinding my teeth towards my goal, making way for me. I scream. The light I see in front of me. My task is over, but it was just a dream. So this poem, you were visioning where you toiling, like while I was there in the house going through my situation, you vision your way out, you vision yourself running out, you vision yourself breaking free. But then you realize, it's just a dream. I used to think, this is just a dream. How am I going to do this? How am I going to really push out? How am I going to get there? How am I going to get out of this mess? And every day it was like you keep visioning where you see in yourself, where you want to go, how you want to get out so bad. And it was just a hopeless case at the beginning, because you feel hopeless. You feel there is no hope. You feel there is no way out. So I wrote this as like a dream you're seeing in front of you of wanting to get out, but there is no hope in it, But due to perseverance and believing that I had to fight. I had to stand up. I have 2 daughters with me, and I didn't want to see them going down that road with me, going through this, torture. So daily, it wasn't easy to get myself geared up that I'm going to be out. I have to keep telling myself, I have to get out. I will be out. I say, Lord, I'm going to get out one day. I'm going to get out. I'm going to be free. I had to keep telling myself that, keep speaking positive into my life, keep believing that I will get out one day.
Yeah, you found the secret and you keep telling yourself something positive until you made it, and here we are. And cheers to that.
Cheers.
Annette, your turn. We want a lovely, nice poetry with the music. And tell us when to clap. If you want us to clap to support you, we are here.
Okay. Oh, let's see.
And your sister, she liked and she's around, Carol.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do this one. It's called Tomorrow. And it's a little bit to do with what Lisselle was saying, because tomorrow we hope for the better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm going to, I think this is the one. And is it the happiest poem? I'm not sure it's the happiest poem, because we never know what tomorrow is going to bring. Never know what tomorrow is going to bring. But
it has to be happy, because it's the happy hour, the happy smoothie hour.
Okay. Well, happy. We want it. Okay. Well, I do have one called Happy.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So
we'll take the 2.
We'll take the 2. Okay. Well, I'll start with this one, because otherwise we won't get started.
Okay.
Tomorrow I welcome you, yet fear you still. Will you bring wholesome gifts of love, plenty, and beauty to my life? Or will you gift me with sorrow, anxiety, and want? Dear tomorrow, the egg cracks and life flows. The good, the bad, the beautiful, and the ugly all coalesce to make tomorrow. I'll try and do
that's deep.
So, because you never know what tomorrow is going to bring, do you?
Yeah.
You never know.
Exactly. Yeah.
You never know. It could be anything. But you will hope for the best.
Exactly.
Happy. Let me do page 62. Let me go there. Happy. What is it to be happy? Is it to count the hours of the office day? Is it to be around a fire with friends and family? Is it to count the white goods in the shopping trolley? or is it to take a coconut from a tree?
Yes, that will.
Is it all about the money?
That is a funny one. I like.
Thank you, Annette. It was lovely.
Amazing.
Nice.
Thank you. It's perfectly fine for the happy hour. So we're going to end this here now. It was really lovely having you ladies. Thank you, Annette. Thank you, Lisel. Thank you, Oceana. Thank you, Alexandra, for being here today. It was amazing. And I look forward to having you on the poetry panel next Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I hope you're going to connect, you two. It was really lovely and would be nice to stay in touch and keep this collaboration going, because we have this situation going.
Yeah.
All we have is collaboration, it's people. We have that and we could nail that.
Yes.
When it comes to everything else, nothing is sure. The only thing is secure is the people. We could keep collaborating and rock it and nail it through all this adversity we're going through. We have to do, certain people are stronger like you are, Annette. It was great to go and do that manifestation yesterday. Some people are less stronger, but doesn't mean you don't feel what's happening. What we could do is support those who are standing, comment and support. If you feel like you don't want to speak out loud, people to see it, just comment and send messages. Is still a way to support each other. If you feel like you want to go out and support and fight, go for it. And those who are not that kind, just support the one that are standing and support them by commenting, even if it's private, even if it's public. There is always a way to comment and support. And when it comes to our businesses, whether it's our books, whether it's the healthcare, whether it's health industry, whatsoever you're doing, there is always a way to collaborate and not take our sisters or brothers down.
That's right.
Yeah, I agree.
I let you go around and give your final words if you want.
Well, with my final words, I just want to, I'm glad that I came on the panel. I love you all. You all are beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, I love everything. I love everything. I love the smoothie, the little interaction. We as women, we don't see color or race or anything. We are one because we go through a lot of struggles. You know, every struggle is different for each one of us. And the only how we can mend each other is help build each other and uplift each other and keep fighting for each other and standing up for each other. You know, we have to be that backbone for women. We have to continue the trend of standing up and not being pushed down to the ground, but we have to have that voice to let people know who we are as women, because many times we tend to back out and don't have the voice to stand up. So I believe we have to have that voice and we have to show love for one another, build each other, because as women, we need each other.
Oh, thank you so much, Lizelle.
Yeah.
Annette, you want to go second?
Just it's some of this stuff is deep, and I totally agree with what Listel has said, and I find her very inspiring, and yeah, it's huge. But thank you very much, and thank you, Ndeye, for having us on the show, and
Yes.
you, Susanna. But thank you.
You're welcome. Osi?
Well, I'm speaking from my heart right now. Thank you, Lisel and Annette. Two of you today totally changed my perspective about poetry. And you know what? You got somebody become a poetry friend just today. I look at poetry in a very different perspective right now. So thank you so much. Really, seriously. Like, yes, I never good with words or things like that. But I think the way when you recite those words make the big difference.
Yes.
So it is your emotion. So
ladies, you have a new poetry lover. Yeah. You did a great job.
And also, what I just like in my, when we're talking, we talk about, you know, Black Lives Matters, and in my heart saying like, well, life matters, basically, because we don't want to enhance on colors anymore. So life matters, no matter what. Any life matters, right? Small, big, small, like. And then I want to maybe just come up with a little bit of new insight that we all should learn how to see with our heart. Just close your eyes and then see with your heart instead of just with our physical eye. I think that will erase all color, because it's all just dark, but it can be beautiful because
you know what, Luciana, you are becoming a poet, by the way.
I told you. It's that impact is powerful, man. So you need to get the book and like recite and learn from both of you. There, you too. You don't know, but you have that in you, in your words, right? So that's why it translates to me. Imagine that. Not even half an hour, I got that power because of you. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And the smoothies, of course. Okay, don't forget the smoothies.
Yeah, happy hour, happy smoothie. And Lisa, you have to have your smoothie next time.
Yes, next time. I'll be prepared.
Or prepare your poetry about smoothies. So I'm going to take...
I love my smoothie. It's my smoothie. I love my smoothie. It's so nice. It's so rich. It's so good. I love my smoothie. Yeah.
I think we have to take it again because we have to use it like intro for our happy smoothie hour. Yeah, we have to have you. You have to recite it before you go. Don't move. I'm going to have Alexandra. Alexandra, you are in 1 second.
Thank you, ladies. This is wonderful. I so much enjoyed Lisa and Annette. It was really incredible, your stories and your poems, your spirit. I really enjoyed it, and I really connected with the subject and what we discussed today. It came from the heart from all of us, and I think when we speak with the heart, it really remains there. So connecting back with the heart, I think it's really about that human connection and erasing all colors, shapes, and so on. And really be open with people and embrace diversity, inclusivity, help empower women, and exchange, talk about what we have on our mind, on our soul. So I really value that, and your stories were really, really inspirational to me. And I really, really have a lot of fun. So thank you, ladies. It was wonderful. Thank you, Ndeye, for inviting me to this.
You are welcome, Alexandra. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. So we're having Rosie for the last. We need a final poetry from Annette. I don't know if you have something about the smoothie, so we're going to keep it, and it's going to be one of our intro and the ending.
Okay.
So Nicole go first, and Annette, you go second. Give you some time. So we need you to redo it again, and I'm going to save it, and I'm going to cut it, and we use it for our future intro.
Who's going first? Who's going now?
Who's ready?
All right. Right.
Okay, go ahead, Annette.
Okay. I'm just going to come up with something.
Mm-hmm.
Squeeze the berry. Mash the banana. Squeeze the juice. Crush it. Tastes so nice. Squeeze the berry. Mash the banana. Add some mango. Flavor.
That was great. Thank you.
Beautiful.
So now, listen. I'm loving this.
My smoothie is all hype. My smoothie is all hype. Taste the smoothie, taste the flavor, taste the blended fruits, taste the flavor, taste the blended fruit. My smoothie, my smoothie, yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Cheers. Bye.
Oh my gosh.
That was good fun.